Hello everyone, and welcome to my kitchen, the final frontier. I'm going to be cooking my way through this cookbook, the Star Trek cookbook by Neelix, aka Ethan Phillips, which is the only way that I was able to get myself motivated to actually cook at home. The first recipe that I'm going to do is Gagh, which is Klingon worms basically, but of course we're just using udon noodles. The reason I chose this recipe first is because you can cook udon noodles in the microwave. So that is my kind of recipe. I'm starting out small. There's a lot of difficult recipes in the book, steaks and all sorts of meats and stews and things that you can't make in a crock pot, which is my usual strategy. So I'm going to start easy. And I don't think I was supposed to open the package. I think, yeah, Pierce inner pouch. Well, I opened it. Cook on high 90 seconds. Okay, so I'll open this one just a little bit. And yeah, I probably already ruined the recipe. That's typical. So there's your first piece of advice, is read the entire package instructions before you actually start. Read the whole recipe before you actually start. Made this mistake many a time. 90 seconds is easy. Got that. And then in the meantime, I'm getting 4 ounces of prepared sesame salad dressing. Okay, I've got my sesame dressing. I actually bought shiitake sesame at the grocery store. I don't know if that's super different, but I do like shiitake mushrooms. And there's a lot of mushroom recipes in this cookbook because according to Neelix, he writes in character throughout the whole cookbook, which is funny. According to Neelix, mushrooms are prevalent throughout the galaxy and throughout the Delta Quadrant even, because fungus just grows everywhere, which I like. I like that we eat fungus and enjoy it. I think it's funny. And pretty much that's the only way I can enjoy cooking is by making it amusing. So I've got the cooked soba noodles, microwaved, easy. They smell very plain, so this is a good one for people who don't like a whole lot of spices. And then it says 4 ounces of the sesame dressing, and since this bottle is 8 ounces, I'm guessing that's about half. Seems like a lot, but we'll see. Do a little bit less because I was supposed to use a pound of udon noodles and the only package I could find was 14.2 ounces. I don't know why they do that. So a little less than half of the bottle. Hopefully I shook this up enough. Hopefully. Probably shouldn't eyeball it. That's not great for new recipes. And then a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. We use tamari at my house because it's 100% soy. It doesn't have the other additives that a lot of soy sauce does. I don't know, my wife just tells me that. I actually have a 1/4 cup measuring spoon. Invest in a good set of measuring spoons. You can get cute ones. I don't use these that often because they're a little bit harder to clean. But we also have whale measuring cups. So again, anything you can do to make cooking more entertaining for yourself, if that's what gets you to cook instead of going out to eat and wasting the money, then go for it. I am not a cook, but I am pro cooking for yourself at home, especially if you've got kids. That's a good example. And I haven't been setting a very good example lately, so I'm trying to do better. And then prepare the noodles. Oh, and I need to put it in the fridge after this because they're supposed to be served chilled. That doesn't sound right. These are supposed to be like live worms. I wonder if I'm going to tell my son that it's supposed to be live worms or just that it's Klingon food. I don't know if he'll eat it if I say it's pretend worms. Maybe he'll think it's funny. He's 5. And he does love Star Trek. He likes Geordi LaForge, but he also likes being Worf. Saved a lot of the pop tabs from soda cans and sewed them onto a sash so that it would look like Worf's sash that he wears all the time. Doesn't it look like rows of pop tabs across? I think so. So basically, I'm just stirring it up. You don't need to watch that. There it is. It smells like really pungent with the soy sauce. Maybe I shouldn't have used the tamari. Maybe that was a bad choice. So my son might not like it. He might think it's too spicy. It doesn't smell spicy. It smells like salty and intense with that, but whatever. I can also microwave him chicken nuggets. That's usually what I do when he is being difficult or when we have dance lessons tonight, which we do, so we gotta do something fast. So that is my first episode. Is very basic. On page 25 of this book, Gagh, there's actually a lot of different Gagh recipes. It says, Balana tells me that Bethul Gagh is her favorite because it has feet. And a lot of the Gagh recipes recommend slicing fresh squid into it because then they look like tube grubs. And I think that's funny too. Maybe I'll have people over who are big Star Trek fans because it's mostly just me and my son. My wife thinks I'm very silly, but she is never home and can't cook for us, so she's just gonna have to eat what I make. Sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna try one noodle of this while it's still warm to see if that's good and let you guys know how it tastes. And hopefully my next recipe will be a little more involved and a little more interesting for you. Alright, so it doesn't really look like a worm. It definitely looks like a noodle. Yeah, it's really salty with the soy sauce. So if you make this recipe and you don't like super salty things, I do. But maybe use a little more of the sesame dressing or a teriyaki sauce. There's different Gagh recipes in here that use different combinations of teriyaki and stuff. They kind of reused that recipe a lot, but that's okay because the guy who played Neelix rewrites a little introduction for all of them, so it's very funny. Like I said, I'm amused, so I'll actually cook, and that's better than going to McDonald's every week. So I hope you'll continue watching and enjoy me trying to conquer the final frontier of learning, which is, for me, cooking. Have a great day.